Simon Peter Mundeyi, the spokesperson of the Ministry of Internal Affairs, faulted universities and colleges for allowing their system to host foreign students whose stay in Uganda has not been legalized. He explained that several students came into the country without legal documents. Dr. Alex Kagume, the Deputy Executive Director of the Council, faulted private universities for failing to encourage their international students to secure passes before they start their journey with them. The Directorate says some of the students have gone ahead to acquire jobs without work permits and student passes. According to Mr. Joseph Segawa, a Minister of International Students Affairs and Edge University, in a phone interview said the university has been following up all university international students who join them.
Yeah, for the sake of international students, as the university, indeed university, some international students here, the few that we have, they are well registered, and those ones who are not registered, I won't tell you that they will be deported, but they will make sure that they register them. We talked to the dean of the students, who is Mr. Muhumuza, right there when we got those news, and he is promising to reach to the embassies of these international students.
Deji University has in the past, even before the online process came in, we've been supporting students to acquire student passes because it is mandatory that international students are legally in the country and legally at the university. We do this as a team, that is the Dean of Students at Kampala campus and also at the main campus. We have a secretary in the Dean's office who helps the students if they need help in terms of the online registration. But also, we do that as the office of the international students. Students come in and we ask them to, just as the requirement is on the online, they fill in their biodata, and our part is to assist them with the university secret code. So we insert the code for them, and then they can forward their application to the Ministry of Internal Affairs. We were advised by the Ministry of Internal Affairs to keep the code as secret as possible to avoid fraud. Before COVID, things were moving on well, but after COVID, students kind of became relaxed, that they don't want to apply for student passes, even when some of them are from East Africa and they know that they're not supposed to, maybe they're not charged any fee. For East African students, the student pass is free, apart from maybe South Sudan and DR Congo. We plan to ask the students to come together again in a meeting so that we can brief them about the new issues which were discussed by the Minister of Internal Affairs recently when they invited us to their workshop. And also we'll continue to brief the students during the orientation week, especially those new students when they have just arrived. And also during the orientation tour, because we have an orientation tour to all new students every year. It's an opportunity for them to know more about Uganda and the legal requirements for them as international students. But also using the students' structures, the Minister for International Students, and also their student chairman, that is, we have for every country there is a chairperson. So these can help us to continue reminding students and ensuring that they apply for the student visa, student pass, and that they are able to access it. The Ministry of Internal Affairs is very helpful whenever we have this kind of requirement. They have been able to give student passes to our students whenever they apply. We are also going to brief the faculties, because students must have their every end of semester results submitted to Ministry of Internal Affairs to confirm that these students have been registered and have got valid student passes. We also make sure that we'll share the list of the international students with the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
However, some of the international students say the government should let them in the country as long as they cause no harm. A student pass for international students in Uganda is billed at $100. When someone is arrested for illegally living in Uganda, he or she is fined a sum of $20, which is about 76,500 shillings for each day unlawfully spent in the country. Kirabo, live at 8.